Alright guys, so the first figure I want to get into today is Thunderstrike, also known as Eric Masterson. And for those of you that don't know too much about Eric Masterson, this is not Thor. Of course, he was merged with Thor after an accident. He was trying to help Thor, and Thor felt really bad. So Odin kind of merged him with Thor. And for a while, he actually was kind of like Thor. He took up the mantle of Thor for a little bit. And then later on, of course, Odin gave him his own arrow mace. That's the mace that you see there. And so he called himself Thunderstrike. The mace is also called Thunderstrike. Just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that. But he didn't have a long run. He did die in the comic books. I believe he didn't really have all the powers that Thor had, or at least the combat ability. The powers he did have, but the combat skills he didn't have. So just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know who this guy is. This is Eric Masterson. This is not Thor. So if you're looking at him, you see the attire. Yeah, he does look like Thor, but that's because Odin gave him his powers, okay? Odin gave him his powers. The only thing he really lacked was the combat skills that Thor had. And if I wasn't mistaken, I think Captain America was training him before he actually died. So he was seeking like the ability to learn how to fight and how to gain combat skills. And then of course later on his son picked up the mantle of the Thunderstrike. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know this is Thunderstrike. Real cool character. I like what they did here with the head sculpt. And if you're looking at the head sculpt there, you see kind of like the beard, and he's kind of like screaming there. Just a new character. I really like the fact that they're coming out with more of these comic book characters. And then here, you notice he has that brown half-cut sleeve jacket that you see there. There you see like that brown leather jacket, and you see the buckles there on the side and the buttons. Just wanted to show that off. Really cool jacket. And then you get more of that Thor feel on the inside, on the shirt. There you see those circular metal patterns, almost like a metallic blue on the circles there. And then, of course, a navy blue on the shirt. Belt is yellow, as you guys can see. And then, of course, more of that solid blue with the exception of the boots. The boots is the same color as the jacket. There you see those really cool combat boots that he's wearing. Go all the way up to like the knee. On the actual boot, you get a lot of that lining there. And then, of course, more of that brown like you guys see. Not bad. I really like this figure. I like what they did. And then if you notice on the wrists, he has kind of like those cuffs there. And you see kind of like that baby blue or more of that metallic kind of blue and that navy blue there. So just wanted to show you guys, this is a really epic figure. I love what they did with the mace. There you see that arrow mace. And by the way, that was given to him by Odin for a lot of reasons. I guess Odin deemed him worthy because obviously in order for Odin to give you a mace or a Stormbreaker or whatever it is, he must deem you worthy. So just wanted to show that real quick. And then, of course, in the back, you get a little bit more of that brown jacket. And then here, of course, you see that ponytail there, which is tied up. And you get kind of like that blue band there. Just wanted to show that off. And this is a really neat figure. I really like what they did, bringing out these old school like comic book characters. Obviously, this is one of those characters that either you know or you don't. He's very difficult to remember because Thunderstrike, for most of you guys, he didn't have a long run in the comic books. However, it is a neat character, especially if you guys have a couple of the Thor figures. You can definitely do something with that, or put him in a battle scene with him and Thor, I guess, going up against Loki. That would be pretty neat as well. So just wanted to show that off. All right, guys, one other cool feature that I noticed here is also the chain at the end of the Arrow Mace. That's the Arrow Mace Thunderstrike, and I like what they did, almost kind of like that stone color there on the silver. Just really nice. And then of course the handle is almost like that brown wrapping that you see there, going all the way down into the chain. Another feature was that he did come with an extra hand there. There you see kind of like that closed fist. Just wanted to show that as well. And if I'm not mistaken, he does come with the Mr. Joe Fixit head. So just wanted to let you guys know that he does come with the Build-A-Figure Joe Fixit head sculpt. So for those of you that are planning on getting this figure, this is a really nice figure, and this figure is done by Marvel Legends Hasbro. Guys, so the next figure I want to get into is Jocasta. Jocasta was actually made by Ultron. For those of you that don't know, in the comic books, Ultron used Wasp's DNA to actually make this sophisticated android that you see here, kind of like Ultron as well. The only difference is that she actually became good and helped the Avengers. For a while, she was actually helping Tony Stark. And she's pretty cool, has a lot of interesting powers, kind of like electromagnetic beams that she could send out. She can also create force fields and so forth. But she's really an interesting character. So looking at this head sculpt, like what they did here, I like how they made kind of like that bridge of the nose going into the hair, if you notice. And then, of course, in the ends of the hair there that's dropping down, you can see a little bit of that lining. Of course, this whole figure is a metallic silver. And, of course, you see more of the red eyes there. Typical kind of like Ultron look there in the eyes. And then, of course, a very cool head sculpt. You get kind of like more of a realistic head sculpt there, instead of a robotic look like you get with Ultron. There you see my Marvel Select Ultron. So here you see more of that human feature on this android, and not bad at all. Of course, the whole outfit, you notice kind of like two shades. You see kind of like the gray, and then in the center you get more of that silver. So just wanted to go ahead and show that. And then on the leg over here, you get kind of like a little bit more of that silver with some spikes. I believe that's the left leg that we're looking at there. So just wanted to go ahead and mention that. And you get a little bit of these two tones of silver and almost like a grayish wash on the whole figure that you're looking at here. And then she does come with two open hands like this one that you see here, and two closed fists. So definitely a character that I would put up with the Avengers in a battle scene against Ultron. Something that definitely I would do. And then of course I'm going to go ahead and turn the figure around and just give you a better look at it from the back. There you see more of that, of course, android kind of hair there. And this is a really neat figure. I'm glad that they're dropping more of these different figures. Of course, we talked about Thunderstrike, and this is Jocasta by Marvel Legends Hasbro. Alright guys, so this figure is Falcon. As you can see, more of that cartoon-like Falcon. I think this is going to go really well with some of my Avengers. If you notice, I do have the variant Falcon that you're looking at there from Marvel Legends Toy Biz. And if you notice on the wingspan, you get a little bit of that black wash on the outside of the wings there, and a little bit more in the center there. So just wanted to go ahead and show that off. This is, of course, the variant from Marvel Legends Toy Biz. And then on the other side, you have my Captain American Falcon. And of course, if you're looking over here, you can see those wings. I actually put those kind of like mechanical wings there, just to give him a cool look to Falcon, because he didn't come with wings. So I just wanted to add more of that realistic mechanical kind of wings there to the Captain American Falcon that you see there. And then of course more of that cool comic book era to this Falcon. I like what they did with this Falcon. I'm definitely going to put him up with some of my retro Avengers. Of course, if you're looking over here, you have my retro Black Widow that you see there. Let me see if I could zoom in real quick for you guys. There you have my retro Black Widow. This Captain America is actually the Captain America from Marvel Legends Hasbro that comes with the interchangeable werewolf head sculpt. So just wanted to mention that. And then over here, of course, you have my Bucky. That's that cartoon-like Bucky that you see there, Winter Soldier, that will go really well with this Falcon. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably put him up with some of the Avengers, just because he has more of that cartoon-like vibe. And then if you notice on the head sculpt, love what they did. Of course, there they gave him that gold in the center of the forehead with the all-white mask. And then of course that white mask goes all the way into the center there of the chest. You have that white and then the red lining that you see there. Not bad. And then of course it goes into that white and then it goes into that red, and almost like a white belt with red lining there that you see there. And then further down it's just a full red on the pants and boots. If you notice on the hands here, he has that gold kind of gauntlet. And there you see another gold kind of gauntlet over on the other side as well. Like what they did with the wingspan. Wish they could have added maybe a couple of washes to it. Kind of like what they did with this Falcon over here. Just made it look a little bit more realistic. But not bad at all. Really like what they did. Of course, in the cartoons, you get more of that transparent vibe on the wings. Those wings are pretty cool because what they normally do is they shoot like these daggers coming out of the wings. So not bad at all. I like what they did with it. I also like what they did in the back here. You can notice that there's a port. So if you guys wanted to do something different as far as the wings, but I do have to mention that the wings get stuck into the arms there. One of them goes into the forearm, the other one goes into the back of that tricep there. So just wanted to go ahead and mention that. And this Falcon is just a really cool Falcon. Been waiting for more of that cartoon-like Falcon that you see there. And of course here you see the interchangeable hands that he comes with. He has one kind of like flight mode hand, and the other hand, if I'm not mistaken, is a closed fist. So just wanted to go ahead and show that off. He does come with a flight mode hand and a closed fist. And of course this is the Marvel Legends Falcon from the Mr. Fixit Build-A-Figure wave. Alright guys, so the next figure I want to get into is the Stealth Captain America. This is also from the Mr. Fixit Build-A-Figure wave, and as you guys can see, a lot of similarities to the Stealth Captain America that came out in the Abomination Build-A-Figure wave. So I just wanted to go ahead and show that off right here. There you see my Captain America from the Abomination Build-A-Figure wave, and everything looks exact. Obviously the only difference here is the color pattern. As you guys can see here, of course, they went with that black and gray, and they did a little bit of silver there on the side. I don't know if you guys can see it, of the wings on the helmet. So really a lot of similarities. The helmet is pretty much the same. For those of you guys that have that figure already, you do see kind of like that little overlap there on the helmet on the very top with the A for the Captain America, of course. And just not bad. I also noticed on the side there, you get kind of like that chin guard. So just wanted to show that off as well. And there, of course, I added a weapon to him. Old school there. Nice, cool rifle. And then, of course, if you noticed, he has pretty much all the identical stripes there. The 3 stripes and the star. Same thing with this one, 3 stripes and the star. Of course, this one has more of the Captain America feel to it with the colors, but this is more of the stealth mode that we're looking at here. So not bad. Really like what they did with the Captain America. I'm just not convinced. Of course, you know, they did the same scale. All they did was switch up the color pattern, like I was saying. So it's okay, but I wish they could have used it or used maybe a different kind of Captain America, maybe more of a cartoon era Captain America, or if not, just drop a different figure, because we already received this figure in the Abomination Build-A-Figure wave. So it's not bad. Of course, the color pattern is pretty on point with the gray and black, and you get a little bit of the silver there on the hands. Of course, he has 2 open hands. He also comes with 2 closed fists. So just wanted to show that off. There you see the 2 closed hands. And there you have the Steve Rogers head sculpt that he comes with. And if you wanted to, you could definitely interchange the head sculpts. So if you want that Steve Rogers look on the stealth mode, you can. If you want it on the other stealth mode, you also can do that as well. These shields are identical. Just wanted to go ahead and mention that as well. And this is the newest stealth mode Captain America by Marvel Legends Hasbro. Alright guys, so the next figure that I want to get into is the Build-A-Figure Mr. Fixit. Of course, there you see Mr. Fixit, really OP. I'm glad that they broke out another Mr. Fixit. Of course, I do have the Mr. Fixit that you see here from the Toy Biz era. So just wanted to show that off as well. And there you see Mr. Fixit looking pretty cool. And of course, I did customize this Mr. Fixit. A lot of paint details that I had to touch up, and of course the weapons are custom weapons, but just wanted to go ahead and show that off. I did also customize the hand on this Mr. Fixit. Of course, there you see the hand bandaged up, and I went ahead and colored one of the old school Hulk hands that I had from the Build-A-Figure Gladiator Hulk, and I went ahead and tried to add almost like a grayish green to this Mr. Fixit. If you notice, there's a little bit of a hint of green in the gray, so wanted to show that as well. I did customize this hand only because I feel that he should always have a weapon. He is like a mobster, so he looks pretty epic, as you can see there. And another thing that I noticed is getting directly into the head sculpt. You can tell there more of a serious look to this Mr. Fixit. One thing that I also noticed is the hat. If you notice on the hat on the side over here, there's some feathers there. Just want to see if you guys get a good shot of that. A couple of feathers. And then a really cool suit with a red tie. And inside the red tie, a couple of those circular patterns you see there on that tie. And then of course on the suit you get that one button and then the other button off, and of course a white handkerchief there. So I went ahead and took the liberty of just creating this hand that you guys see there, only so he can hold a weapon, because he really does look like a mob boss, and I think it just adds that effect. Him carrying a weapon. Of course, he didn't come with that hand. That is a custom made hand that I did. So let me know what you guys think on the comment section, and of course of the weapon he's holding as well. And then down here, what I did was I took off that closed fist that he came with. So he only does come with 2 closed fists, which I felt that he should have had maybe some interchangeable open hands for some kind of weapon. But I went ahead and just took the liberty of adding that. So if you guys want a better look, that's what it looks like. Just wanted to show you guys. And of course, like I was saying, as far as the color on the skin tone, it's almost like a grayish green. It does have a hint of green inside this gray, but not bad at all. Really well crafted figure. I like what they did with this figure. And of course, here you see, like I was saying, my old school Toy Biz Mr. Fixit. I have a couple of the Wendigos. For those of you that read the comics, you know what I'm talking about. These are a couple of the Wendigos. So I might put them up against a couple of Wendigos. Of course, these Wendigos, this is the Build-A-Figure. And of course, this is the first one that came out by Marvel Legends Hasbro. So just wanted to go ahead and show those guys off. And then, of course, this is the newest Build-A-Figure, Mr. Fixit by Marvel Legends Hasbro. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this episode on the Mr. Fixit Build-A-Figure, Thunderstrike, Jocasta, Falcon, and the Stealth Captain America. Please subscribe, hit that bell for the next notification, and definitely hit us with a like. I'm G Infinite. Peace out, YouTube.